Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth the Series. I'm Big LT.
And I'm SF Parker.
I can't wait to record with you for some more of this.
Yeah, last episode I recorded with you, not in this series, but just in general, was Honkai.
Yep.
And if anyone who's watching this happened to watch that, I sounded a lot worse than what I sound like right now. I'm definitely feeling a lot better because I've been sick. So.
Got a topaz in that chest.
So, where are we? I don't remember.
We're on the Kowloon level 3. We were looking for Agumon and Gabumon for...
Oh, that's right, that's why she's
for
with
Nokia.
us.
Yeah, for Nokia. She wants to know if they're okay.
I remember now. Brain has been refreshed.
And I pretty much know where I'm going. That chest that you see on the radar, I'll come back on another time to grab that.
That's fine.
Because
if it's inconvenient to grab it right now, then we can just wait.
Yeah, it's a little inconvenient. We'd have to go all the way around again just to go.
We'd have to run in circles.
Yep. That's the thing about later chapters. They tend to get a little more convoluted to get around areas.
Well, that's kind of the point. They're supposed to be puzzles.
Yep.
But circles aren't exactly the most entertaining things to watch us run around in. Have they always spoken in Japanese?
Yeah, they always spoke in Japanese, and then we got the English.
What is
So,
brain?
well, we rarely recorded much of this, so it's my fault because we keep recording Honkai.
I just realized her outfit's so skin tight, you can see her belly button through it. It's really weird.
I never noticed that.
Like, do you know how tight a shirt needs to be for the indentation of your belly button to show if you are not an outie?
Why don't you pick this one?
Just go sweet.
This one?
Yeah. Oh, whoops, I guess we creeped her out.
Oh yeah, I can see it now.
Ooh, I think I know who that is.
Let me double check Digimon. Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna make sure they were healed for this. Place to go to the Digilab if you need it. I don't need it. I am well trained enough for this.
I think I'm also just realizing that her dress is like a front piece and a back piece, and then just the sides are nothing but string. Like, girl, how old are you?
They're in their teens.
I mean, I'm not trying to harsh anyone's vibe on what they wear, but we don't live in a perfect world. In a perfect world, women could wear whatever the heck they want and nobody would bat an eye because that's just how it should be.
Right.
This is not a perfect world, and we don't need perverts looking at her all weird, you know?
Right.
Or at least no one that isn't a relatively close age to her. That would be fine. She can crush on whoever she wants.
Right. Yeah.
Look, what did I just say? Oh my gosh! Okay, did not know that was gonna happen. See, she's creeped out by it. It's gonna sound bad, but she's sexy in a childish way, and it doesn't sit well with me.
Oh, so
It's probably the pigtails. If she had a ponytail, like a back ponytail, and it was kind of sporty, yes, I know, you can see her bra and her panties. You can see the little edge of their panties on her hip.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can see the strings attaching her dress.
I'm just gonna assume it's a swimsuit. It's all perfectly normal and not weird if it's a swimsuit. Oh my gosh. I'm just surprised at how early this made it into, not early, but how a game like this from an earlier time has something like this in it, as it was more normalized recently. Like, we weren't sure. Do I agree with you, friend? Yeah, sure. Oh! Yeah, you can try. Ooh. Okay, that's one of my favorite Digimon.
Let me go check that. Yeah, I'm gonna need a guard with the Keysmon.
I love Black Gatomon.
We're gonna use Holy Light 2.
Gatomon is so cute. No, what did you do?
Well, you have to.
You didn't have to. You could have lost for the sake of Black Gatomon. Like, seriously.
Well, we wouldn't get very far in the story.
We're gonna have to get a Black Gatomon of our own.
Get ready for the
Devilishly sexy voice. That did not sound sexy to me. That sounded arrogant.
Oh, just wait till you see who it is, because my
Is he
God.
devilishly sexy in appearance? Because this is implying that his voice is devilishly sexy.
No, because I'm pretty sure the first thing that you're gonna see when you see this guy, you're gonna refer to him as a certain band member.
Oh, okay. I don't know a lot of bands. I don't pay attention to that stuff.
Oh, it's easy to. There's no doubt you would not hear about this one band.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Looks like Kiss, doesn't it?
Okay, devilishly sexy is correct. That was the style in the 80s, and honestly...
Looks like Kiss, doesn't he?
Look, I'm asexual, but if I had a type for boys, lanky, dark, and a little bit devilish is probably a good place to start. I don't need a super muscular dude. But yeah, it does look like Kiss.
I'm sitting right here, you know.
When were you? Him? I said lanky, devilish, I think I said dark.
I mean...
Goth guys are good. Dude, this is assuming I even have a type. I'm asexual. I'm not attracted to this kind of stuff.
I understand that, but guys like me just... We get overshadowed by guys like him.
Like him?
Yes!
No way!
Yeah!
He's niche culture. He's not going after your typical girls. He's got his own plans. Heck, I'd bet $50 that he is gay and proud of it.
Surprisingly, his music wins a lot of girls' hearts. Let's just say.
Just because it wins a lot of... That is what gay guys do. They win the hearts of women because they know how to be our best friends. Oh, you know who I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Pierce. The 8th gym leader?
Ah.
Not 8th, sorry.
Pierce?
Pierce, yes.
Yeah. The dark
7th gym leader, isn't he?
7th gym leader, yes.
Yeah. The dark gym leader. His like clothing style like, if you just remove the Britain from it, they're very similar. Not from him, but from Pierce.
Yeah, but looking at it, I would imagine the first thing that popped up is Gene Simmons.
True. Well, actually, this is an interesting little tidbit. Most people probably know this, but like the whole anti-culture and punk scene really did start in... I always get my words mixed up here. England. Yeah, that country name is England. Please don't kill me.
UK.
Geography's
Just say UK.
UK. Okay. Yeah, no. UK. It started in the UK, and it was earlier in the 80s. And so this particular fashion trend that got popular in the 80s is heavily inspired by it as well.
I would imagine, yes. Because mainly
Not
the
anti-culture, but cancel culture.
But mainly the appearance is that of Kiss.
Oh yeah, no. The painting, the face paint alone gives it away, along with the hairstyle.
Yeah.
Because seriously, if you took those two things away, this could literally just be like dark punk Prompto from from Final Fantasy 15.
Ah.
Add a band T-shirt under that, and we got Noctis. Actually, add a band T-shirt under that, and we could have Cloud. Can you tell I'm a Final Fantasy fan?
Maybe. Yeah, have you ever played Final Fantasy?
I haven't gotten a chance to play it. It doesn't mean I can't consume content on it and very much enjoy it. Like, I've never played Bendy and the Ink Machine, but I think it's a really cool game.
I've been debating on doing a Bendy and the Ink Machine Let's Play for the channel, but for like Halloween.
Oh, you want something Halloween? There are plenty of really, really cool horror games you can play that aren't as mainstream. That would be far more interesting in my opinion. I do like the spooky stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of video games I play, or watch rather than play.
Right.
And, you know, asking, haven't you ever played Final Fantasy? How do you know you like it? I'm like, have you ever played football? You know, you like that. Are you out there tossing the pigskin around? No.
It's just like what Gabriel Iglesias says. You know, I'm watching video gamers play video games. Why would you do something like that when you could be doing it yourself? Because they're professionals. That's dumb. Really, Dad? Every Sunday I will see you watching football. How come you don't play? I just kind of...
Yes, that's exactly where I'm taking my quote from. I couldn't remember where it was from, but now you brought it up. That's the exact quote, and it's... I can't believe you remember the exact quote. That's great.
I watch a lot of Gabriel Iglesias.
He's funny.
Yes, and Jeff Dunham.
I don't do Jeff Dunham very much. I do Randy Feltface. I think Randy Feltface is hilarious.
There is one there's a ventriloquist I learned recently.
Look at him go!
There's a ventriloquist I learned recently. I can't remember his name, but he was on the Britain's Got Talent, I think it was.
Oh.
Yeah, and he was the winner.
I wouldn't even call it Britain's Got Talent because I think Britain's Got Talent came before America's Got Talent. You would have no idea how many shows America takes from Britain and vice versa, or UK and vice versa.
Right.
I think... I can't remember which way it is, if they took The Office from us or we took The Office from them. Doesn't matter because The Office is funny.
So yeah, we're finding 2 Meramons and a Devimon here.
Yeah, we got a little off track, but that's okay.
Yep. That's okay. I was just kind of finding a way to get around to discussing it. The Meramons are easy to take out. It's the Devimon that's a little tricky.
So what I do appreciate is like, you know how in Pokemon they've got trainers that are themed, and so the Pokemon they have with them match the theme.
Right.
I appreciate how this guy, he's clearly musician inspired, band inspired,
Yep.
80s rock inspired. But his team, I think matches like the vibe he's trying to go for and isn't strictly based around like Digimon that are sound related or
Right.
music related. No, we've got the devil.
Right.
We're literally a key component to the movement as a whole, pushing against societal norms, like boom, right there. And we got the fiery hot Meramons, which is like, yeah, that's personality. He's very fired up. So I do appreciate that you can, you know, put a little more thought into the team members you give characters rather than character is gardener. Character has plants. Like, there's far more to it than that.
I let my favorite Digimon get the kill.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a memory up for that, so now we can actually raise up our party memory, so we can add more Digimon if we want.
Nice.
And Gaomon's now max level, so we can Digivolve him, I think, right about now.
Awesome. Lol. Oh, remember when lols was a thing?
Barely.
I remember lol is still a thing, but adding the Z was like a trend at one point.
Yep.
I mean, I'm gonna be such an old coot in my terminology to the youngsters these days. I'm gonna sound like my parents did, but I know better than to try and say lols to Gen Z. Like, I'm cringe, but I'm not that cringe.
Right. Uh-oh.
Oh! I don't think I've ever seen braided hair used to make buns like that before. Like,
Nope,
I've seen
this is the first time seeing
bun-based
it.
braided hair, but like not like a full space bun.
Yep. Yuga, leader of Team Zaxxon. The guy that gave us our Digimon partner, he's the leader of Team Zaxxon.
I mean, he doesn't strike me as the kind of character that's strictly evil. He definitely seems like an anti-hero. But you could tell in character design when characters are designed to be like bad versus anti-hero. Like, again, another Pokemon reference, but Chairman Rose versus Gladion. Gladion?
Yep.
Gladion.
Is that-
Anti-hero.
does-
Chairman Rose, evil. Except I'm kind of a dunce, and I just thought Chairman Rose was too friendly.
Actually, you can consider the entirety of Team Yell as a bit of an anti-hero, too.
Oh, yeah.
Considering they were just made up, their whole entire team was
I
made
know
up
everyone says they're not the greatest, like they're one of the worst teams or
of...
whatever.
I actually love Team Yell.
I was about to rally them here because instead of having your typical evil team like the games usually do, they experimented. And so the obvious evil team wasn't really an evil team, but also Team Yell really did sort of try and capture what that anarchy and cancel culture, it wasn't called cancel culture then, but I've forgotten the words for it. They really captured that vibe with Team Yell. And I think, considering it takes place in the UK, Galar does, it's very fitting and appropriate, and I do like Team Yell.
What I was gonna say, and I was hoping you would bring this up, is the fact that Team Yell was made up of the gym trainers for the Dark type gym.
Yeah, I did appreciate that as well.
Because think of it this way: Piers said he was the leader of Team Yell, but you battle him only as a gym leader.
Mm-hmm. And he's not really even a leader. He's trying to tell them, stop getting into trouble, like seriously.
Yeah.
Even Marnie's just like, guys, really? I appreciate you rooting me on, but please don't block the road.
Right? It's like, you want to cheer for me? That's fine, but don't get in the other trainers' ways.
Yeah.
And just so everybody's aware, if you haven't seen Team Yell before, think of what Jimmykin looks like, but a lot cooler.
No, Jimmykin's pretty cool in my opinion. He captures the 80s aesthetic perfectly.
Yeah.
Team Yell wasn't trying to capture the 80s aesthetic, they were trying to capture what inspired the 80s aesthetic, the original.
Because okay, so Jimmykin is more of the 80s rock, whereas Team Yell is more of the punk rock.
Yeah. They're not even punk rock. I mean, they are punk rock, but they're also classic UK punk movement as a whole, which is really cool.
By the way, in case you didn't catch it, her name is Faye.
Oh. Is that really how you pronounce it?
I don't know, it's Japanese.
I only asked because the word Fae, which is related to fairies, can be spelled like F-A-E or F-A-Y. I've never seen it F-E-I.
Well, considering I know there's a character in Zelda Skyward Sword that's named Fi, but it's spelled F-I. So I would imagine it's pretty close, so I would say Fae, I just can't get the I.
Like, I don't disagree with you, because EI is in some other words. Isn't it in nay?
So they?
So Neigh, that's nay, right? I'm terrible at spelling. But if it is anything close to that, then the or the A sound would be correct for EI. I just don't know if that's how they pronounce it in Japanese.
I know the I has got kind of an I sound because they're like ice, or I.
It would surprise me if her name was more like Fee, which would be a really odd
Use
name.
Google Translate, it'll probably tell you. You can make them sound it out for you, and it'll probably come out right.
Google Translate is a little too literal when it comes to the Japanese language.
I use it just for pronunciation.
If I type in the name, I might be able to find someone who has gone out of their way to let us know exactly how it would be pronounced. Let me turn my screen light down.
I'm gonna like speed through the text a little bit because we only got so much time, and I want to get to the next episode, and there's still a little bit more to go left. So hopefully everybody can speed read through this a little bit.
Okay, according to a website that Google recommended called, what are you called? I believe it's called Your Katakana.
Mm-hmm.
The opening description just says the closest sounding name that sounds similar to Faye, F-A-Y-E, is that name, F-E-I.
Okay.
Which means luxurious. The Western meaning of the name Faye is something different, but I'm assuming that if the way we pronounce in Western F-A-Y-E, Faye, is the closest thing in Japanese to sounding similar is the spelling of that name, then it would be pronounced Faye.
Okay.
That's cool.
So I was right with the pronunciation?
Yeah, you were right.
Okay, so I was right. It's Faye.
Yeah, because the Western meaning of the name Faye is fairy or fairy-like.
Okay.
It's not super specific. It does go into the kanji and things like that, but it is definitely saying here that the pronunciation of Faye and then the Japanese closest word, F-E-I, Faye, are sound the same.
I want you to read this part here.
From Agama? You want me to read it with a voice or what?
No, don't read it with a voice. Just.
Yeah, she did. She said that humans created us. Oh. We didn't? Come on, of course you did. We're alive, same as you, aren't we? Just look at us. Should be obvious. Well, I get that you're alive, just like we are, sure. We come from a different world than the one you humans know. Different world? We call it the digital world. Is this what you want me to read?
Well, I wanted you to read the part where they said that, where Agumon said about humans created Digimon.
Oh, he was joking about that, right?
Yeah, they were laughing earlier about that.
Ah. I mean, technically, humans did create Digimon. It depends on how deep into the lore and how, like, much you want to stretch what create means.
Right.
From my understanding, I believe I don't know if it's still canon, but I think some of the original canon was humans created the possibility for the digital world to exist, and then intelligence took off in the digital world on its own, which created, it's been described as either like an omnipotent AI or essentially the Digi world's god, which is also a Digimon apparently, or something like that. It's described that they came first, and then I think they created more Digimon after that, but also Digimon sort of naturally formed. I forget some of the lore, but you could say humans may not have created Digimon directly, but they did contribute to the process. But then again, you could also say bacteria didn't create humans directly, but they may or may not have contributed to the process millions of years ago. So that's what I mean by being a bit of a stretch.
Right. They can't remember why they came here in the first place.
Uh-oh. Huh. So they came to this human and Digi shared space and can't remember what they were supposed to do. Yep. Join us. We'll help you.
Oh, they're gonna join Nokia.
I know. That's what I mean. Join us. We'll help you. Because wherever we are, Nokia tends to come with. So you're in good hands.
Yep.
Orchid claws. They both have claws.
Yes. Because they're both like dinosaur-like. Agumon especially. Gabumon kinda.
Gabumon, inspiration-wise, is meant to be like they combined it like Arctic things, just Arctic in general, with a wolf. But also its earlier forms I think are similar to like a mole or a walrus. So I would say early forms of Gabumon are Arctic animal inspired. We got a narwhal horn. It's not a unicorn horn. He's icy, dude. It's a narwhal horn. And then he's got a little bit of like seal or walrus body to him, but then again he's got the almost bunny-like features with the ears and the walking upright, how we sometimes draw bunnies.
Kyoko is telling us to head directly to Shinjuku for something.
Sexy Cynthia! I mean, Cynthia's already sexy, but she's extra sexy. I have no problem with Kyoko's sexy. She's an adult, she can do what she wants. I just worry about you, Nokia. You're very young. I'm not putting you down. I'm just looking out for you.
Right. Oh, you know, I do see some of the dinosaur there because it's got a long... Oh, you know what? There's a creature called a pangolin, and it reminds me a little bit of a pangolin. But pangolins are more related to armadillos, so the main thing that reminds me of Gabumon being similar to a pangolin is that it walks on 2 feet, which pangolins are one of the very few, aside from human creatures, that walk upright on 2 legs all the time. It's got a long tail like that, and its armor, its scales, it doesn't roll into a ball like an armadillo per se, but it's not too dissimilar from like the wolf pelt fur that Gabumon's got all over his back. Gotcha. The scales for the pangolin, I mean. Pangolins are really cool. I advise everyone to go and Google them and find out about them because they're actually very fascinating. All right. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this episode of Digimon Stories Ever Sleuth the series. I've been Big LT.
Hi, Vanessa Parker.
Final words?
Last minute animal fact, go look up the pangolin, I promise. They're fascinating.
All right. Like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you know when I get videos uploaded to the channel. And you guys have a good day. We'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.